15 minutes past the hour, and Venezuela is on high alert this morning as the U.S. military quickly builds up in the Caribbean. The South American country ordering more troops near the coast to tackle drug trafficking. That move coming after the U.S. hit suspected cartel members last week on a boat. With President Trump warning more military operations may be on the horizon. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey has the latest from the White House. Tom, we're now learning more about what kinds of forces the president is sending down to the Caribbean.
That's right, Markie. Good morning. NewsNation has learned that 10 F-35 stealth fighter jets will be sent to Puerto Rico later this week as part of this growing U.S. military presence in the region. But this comes as there's some big questions going around about what could lie ahead with Venezuela, especially after these comments from President Trump. Take a listen.
Are you considering attacking the cartels inside of Venezuela? You attack?
Well, you're going to find out. You're going to find out.
Now, this all comes after that U.S. military strike killed 11 people on board an alleged drug boat that left Venezuela last Tuesday. President Trump saying the boat carried members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, and his team warned more military operations could happen. In addition to those F-35 fighter jets, though, NewsNation has also confirmed that at least 7 ships are being deployed in the region, as well as a nuclear-powered submarine and over 4,500 Marines near Venezuela. In response to all this, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro accused the United States of wanting a regime change through military force, but President Trump has denied that and accused Maduro of having ties to drug cartels and even ties to the Tren de Aragua gang. Markie?
Talk about American manpower and firepower there. How's Congress reacting to the strike and the increased military presence near Venezuela?
Yeah, there's been some pushback, actually, not only from Democrats, but at least one Republican as well. We're talking about Senator Rand Paul, who pushed back against recent comments from Vice President J.D. Vance, really praising that strike against that alleged drug boat near Venezuela. In a post to X, again, Senator Paul writing this, quote, "What a despicable and thoughtless sentiment it is to glorify killing someone without a trial." But Democratic Senator Mark Warner also voiced similar concerns.
There are still international laws of the sea about how the process of interdicting these kind of boats. There's supposed to be a firing of a warning shot. You're supposed to try to take it peacefully. My understanding, this boat, none of those procedures are followed.
And with this back and forth happening, Markie, we also know that tomorrow top senators will meet with a team from the White House for an intelligence briefing about this strike. Markie?
All right, we'll stay tuned to that. Tom Dempsey live at the White House. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.